The infrastructure reconciliation bill that is still working its way through the Senate is likely going to contain big goals for renewable energy. In fact, it does contain big goals for renewable energy. One of the renewable energy goals that the Biden administration itself has endorsed is transitioning the United States to 100% renewable energy by the year 2035. So 14 years from now, they want us all to be 100% renewable energy. That is a lofty goal. That's an expensive goal. And that's a goal that I am sure Republicans are going to hate, right? Actually, according to the latest round of polling, no. No, they don't hate it. They support it. The latest round of polling shows that all across the country, with the exception of 6 congressional districts, overwhelmingly support the plan to move the country to renewable energy by 2035. This plan is hugely popular with Democrats, Republicans, Independent, the Green Party, Libertarians. Doesn't matter who you are. Odds are you support this goal of the United States. Let me read this here from Axios. The majority of voters in every state and in all but 6 congressional districts endorse the goal of a 100% clean energy grid. Even deep red states such as Mississippi and Alabama showed clear majority support for Biden's goal, and coal-producing states such as Wyoming and West Virginia showed narrow majority support. The policy goal was also popular in states featuring midterm election campaigns like Arizona, Georgia, and Ohio. It's ridiculous. Basically, all over the country, people are saying, yes, let's get to 100% renewables. And in other polls I've been writing about and talking about on this program for over 10 years, show that majority of people, including Republicans, support action to prevent climate change. They support reductions in emissions. They support protecting the environment. The only opposition that is coming to these plans at this point is not coming from the people, it's coming from state and federal governments. You know, the tiny minority of people in this country who serve in positions of power, they are the ones, and they are the only ones, blocking progress on this. Well, I guess they're not the only ones. I guess there is another group of individuals who are also blocking progress. And I guess they're really the masterminds behind all of it. And that would be the fossil fuel companies, their executives, their lobbyists. They're the ones who go and they pay off these politicians to not give us these goals that a majority of their constituents support. Folks, if we took lobbying out of the equation, if we passed Citizens United, if we got corporate money out of politics, we would probably already be on our way to these 100% renewable energy goals. It is the money from the fossil fuel company that is preventing any action on this. Action that most of the country says, do it, make it happen, we want this. But our politicians are bought off. And there's only one solution to that. Vote them all out. If you go to a candidate's page on Open Secrets, which, by the way, if you're not using Open Secrets, you're doing yourself a huge disservice. Go to Open Secrets, look at your congressperson, look at your senators for your state. If they take fossil fuel money, vote them out. I don't care who they are. If they're taking fossil fuel money, Democrat, Republican, Independent, vote them out. And if a candidate is taking money from fossil fuel companies, don't vote for them. The country wants action. The world needs action. But a handful of fossil fuel executives have paid off a handful of politicians at the federal and state level, and that's why nothing's happening. We have the real power. We have the power to get rid of these people. You just have to actually exercise that power to make it realized. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.